that maybe we should make a motion to have it transcribed.
I don't think you need a motion for that. You may want to continue this matter to a time certain.
Okay.
You talk later.
We do it at town council, town hall. There's no reason not to.
I will be unavailable the 12th and the 13th.
It's gonna need to be the 9th or the 10th.
Gonna be the
The
9th.
9th is a Monday and the 10th is a Tuesday.
The Monday is better for me.
I've got something on the 10th, but I don't know what it is. I mean, it says ladies' night, but I don't know where, so I don't think. Monday is okay with me, Monday the 9th, if that would be good.
Time. 6:30.
That's Monday the 9th at 6:30. Does that meet your schedule? Make sure your attorney's
All
available.
we've got then is our town policy. You said it 9 o'clock. It does.
It does.
That's James. That's next Monday.
That's next Monday. 6.
First. So that will be advertised as a special meeting.
Town hall. And that'll be a special meeting to discuss this issue and any possible mitigation at that point?
Right.
Okay. Remedial mitigation?
You will discuss the possible, I mean, the preliminary plat has been revoked. I'm assuming it will stay revoked at least until that time. Am I to understand that?
Yes.
I would think so until we
Yes.
review everything.
Yes.
Did,
Retain the status quo and develop and the reason that we do is something different. Say so now.
The question whether the developer agrees to the status quo.
Yeah, till Monday, till next Monday.
Well, it's not status quo because there's erosion control that has to be done, so we can't.
I think we.
Erosion control was exempted. We've already had that conversation.
We've had a lot of conversations, but I'm not sure if we're on the same page about everything, so I think it's important that we.
And you're doing your best to see we.
I think it's important we define our terms. So I'm not sure that we can say status quo. I don't think that's an accurate, I don't think that's accurate, and we may have to write this down, Mr. Terraro, we may have to be clear about what is status quo. So we cannot agree to it right now.
Then let's be clear. Can you go forward with the erosion control methods?
yes, we would like the erosion control methods
Okay.
to,
Oh, yeah. You go forward with erosion control, no more.
We will go forward with erosion control, and we will not stop work in Guilford County that is not part of Summerfield, because the predominance of this is in Guilford County.
Well, I think so. We have no.
right, we,
I will
That's
have
it.
to add this, since he brought that up. Guilford County will not approve the preliminary plat as long as Summerfield has revoked the preliminary plat approval.
Well, that's
in
between
Summerfield.
them and Guilford County. We don't have any jurisdiction.
They've already revoked it.
Well,
They're waiting to hear from you.
that's
Okay.
for them to, you know.
Well,
We're dealing with some.
as far as we're concerned, that, they can continue with erosion control.
Exactly. As to what they can do in Guilford County, I think
Right.
that's at Guilford County, but
Okay?
We need an actual vote. You haven't voted yet.
Have not voted. All right, so did we have our motion is to continue this to a special meeting to discuss Monday night, August 9th at 6:30 at Town Hall to continue discussing this issue of, this property and any possible mitigation or Do I have a second on the motion?
I'll second.
Okay. Have a motion and a proper second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Who made the motion?
I think you, huh? I think I did with the attorney's able assistance.
I'm just
You had 2 or 3 seconds.
It seemed like there's been questions here, and I just want to make sure.
Right, let's make sure. Put my name down. Okay. All right. I think I agreed with 3 words. I disagree. Okay. Thank you, Susan. At this time, we are, I'll accept a motion
I
to,
make a motion.
excuse me? Oh, Susan, did you have any further business?
Not at this time.
Okay, then we're at the portion of our executive session. I'd like a motion to recess to executive session.
I make a motion.
Mike and Bob. Mike, what Mike do? All in favor to recess to executive session for legal and personnel. Michael made it, Bob seconded it.
I like always voting on that.
You better hush your mouth. Business from the administrator? Anybody got any business from the council?
I wanted to mention one thing, if I could, and I had forgotten until this very second. Who was it that, sent us all an email regarding the tree cutting stuff? No, about the tree cutting on Duke Power's right-of-way issue. My mind is just totally gone. I can't remember.
Talking about it, I can't.
I've got the email, but anyway.
I didn't get it.
Duke Power don't care. Bill, do you know if any towns around here have any type of ordinances that govern how far the tree trimming goes in taking care of power lines, things like that? Have you ever heard of either way?
Raleigh has
There's a lot down in the triangle area, Raleigh, Cary,
Okay.
Apex, I think.
They did 30 feet.
Yeah, cause I've seen some trees that really have been butchered and mangled, and there's some right on my own property, but, I mean, I wish they'd just cut the tree down if they were gonna make it look like that, it would've been a lot easier.
They called me about trimming some of the time. Some of them were outside the 30-foot range, so they had to get permission to do it. So it's 15 feet on either side.
15 feet on either side. Okay.
That's what they're right away, that's what they're cutting.
And that's why you end up with those really strange trees.
And that's based on, Phil, is that based on the original franchise that establishes that width? That they.
The right of way.
Well, but the right of way, the utility easements are 20 feet in most places, if they exist at all.
Franchise that the utility company has with the town.
Right, is that where that got established, that it's?
I'm not sure there's anything in there about tree cutting, Mike. I don't wanna prove that, we have one.
Well, right, because I just haven't read it. My thought was, these other places that have tree ordinances must have either gone back to the franchise agreement during, maybe it was a renewal period on the franchise, which is 20 years or 30 years, and said, we're gonna put a tree ordinance in place, and you're gonna have to follow it, or put it in part of your franchise. Because I think any tree ordinance that we adopt now, they would ignore. They would say, we've got a franchise that allows us to do this, so regardless of what your tree ordinance is, it's gonna have a hard time standing up to that franchise unless we convince them to modify the franchise.
I see, okay.
So I
Okay.
don't mind looking at that issue, but I think that's what we're gonna